Hi, Stevie here. First, I want to apologize that I'm not dressed very well. I did the cheap hoop earring cut over. I didn't put my hair up because I was already too angry to do anything else with my hair, which is, of course, a mess, as always. But I need to make this epic rant about, overprotective security and the lack of DVDs in the modern day. The fact that DVDs were much better because they didn't lock you out of watching your own stuff that you bought, or didn't, get rid of some of the stuff you have, if it's a subscription service, which DVDs are not. But it's so aggravating, when I get my new iPhone, my iPhone 16, to replace my broken iPhone 13 mini, that they lock me out of every single app I have, and I just saw it sign in somehow. This is aggravating. There's no need to lock me out of apps, and then, whenever I type in the correct username and password on my Amazon Instant Video, Amazon Prime, it just rejects me. No, you cannot reject somebody with the correct username and password. That's illegal. It's overprotective security, and it needs to stop. This is why we need to go back to DVDs. DVDs were much better. Even VHS tapes were much better than this bullcrap that streaming services have. VHS tapes didn't lock you out. Maybe the quality of the video was horrible, but it was still better. Sorry. It did not lock you out like streaming services do. VHS tapes didn't do that. This is my epic rant about, overprotective security. The reason why I have, 7 different YouTube accounts I cannot access because they deny my correct username and password together. There's no reason for this. It's just corruption made by these Republicans who run these big companies and have billions of dollars in net worth. Because when I earn lots of money and do a lot of things with my computer products, I'm not going to do any of this stuff. I'm going to force the Zapple and Quadrillion phones and devices, when purchased new, to automatically have the applications you previously had open, like before. And these devices are going to be able to break through these overprotective security barriers that are not needed and are causing a lot more harm than they're causing good. There's no need for this. I mean, wake up, world. Please, just batter down these major companies, besides mine. Mine is good. Please, these companies need to be attacked. Not with security, but, they need to, lose all their customers to DVDs. And, of course, my computers, which are much better and more civilized. So, if you really hate overprotective security, being locked out of YouTube accounts because of old Gmail nonsense, if you're tired of not being able to log on to certain things with your correct username and password, or being logged out when you get into a new device, buy a Quadrillion or Zapple product. We never do any of that bullshit. I'm making this rant for a reason, because this bullshit needs to end. These people who run these companies are probably all Trump supporters. They're all probably MAGA supporters, because Trump loves it, because it makes him money. They love it too. I'd also like to apologize for how crappy my voice sounds on mic. Like that. So I'm sorry if all my videos don't come out well. It might just be my camera discriminating against me. I know that sounds crazy, but it might be, because probably isn't, but it might be, because nobody else's videos sound this crappy. I know it is an iPhone, but it's an iPhone 16. iPhone 16s are supposed to have quality video. It's a modern-day smartphone. And while the devices I'm going to make are a lot thicker and bulkier, at least they get the job done much better. And they offer upgradability, even in smartphones. And many of the smartphones have optical drives still, where you can watch your DVDs. Isn't that nice? like you open the top cover of the top side of the device, open the DVD drive, pop a DVD in, and you're golden. You can watch your favorite videos, your favorite like movies and TV shows that you could watch previously through a streaming service. But since those things don't work anymore and are practically useless and can't do anything with them these days, use a DVD. We need to bring back DVDs. There's not enough Danger Force DVDs out there. There are actually none out there. And since piracy is illegal, you can't just download a DVD onto Danger Force. Not sure about that, but if you're not selling it but keeping it for yourself, if you paid for the service, or paid for the movie at a streaming service, maybe. I just don't know if you can, so don't quote me on that. And don't do it unless you know for sure. It's time to end this. End streaming services. End overprotective security. And create an alternative for YouTube. An alternative to YouTube. Hopefully Discord isn't this corrupted, because it is new, still only popular amongst people my age in their 20s. But it's time to just end big business, except for my company, and start buying from my company instead, where we care about the customer. None of these big companies care about their customers. We actually do. I know this video is getting long, and I look horrible in this outfit. But it's time to move on, and say no to this greed.